John Mahama.
Ezu.
He is a leading candidate in the NDC presidential primary race.
Ghana ma omu small scale mining. Watch it omo. O de omo akojina court. E de omo call prison. And then make her say, "Ya member ni bi edap."
Many are asking, is he the right person to lead the NDC? Or even more so, is he the right person to lead Ghana in the year 2024?
Vote John Mahama for jobs and prosperity for all.
Among other things, we are going to look into John Mahama's candidature and we'll see if he's indeed the right person to lead both the NDC and the MPP leading into the 2024 presidential election. Now, if you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe to this channel because we are going to give you so much content. All right, please do well to subscribe. Let me know what you think about this analysis. Okay, undoubtedly, John Mahama is, of course, a very popular person when it comes to the NDC, and of course, a very popular person when it comes to the Ghanaian people. He, during his presidency, he did so many things for the Ghanaian people, implementing a lot of projects, building, constructing some awesome projects, leaving a lot of legacy that the Ghanaian people can look back and say, wow, this is someone who actually contributed to the development of the nation. The question now is he the right person to lead Ghana for yet another years? Now, before you crucify me, please listen to me. One, John Mahama will only serve for 4 years, and according to the constitution, he cannot go anywhere beyond 4 years. So it means that technically he only has 4 years to serve the people of Ghana. Well, that's where my concern comes in, because we all know that before a certain president can form his government, the president alone has over 6,000 political appointees that he has to appoint, ranging from ministers to deputy ministers to MCAs to heads of state corporations to state agencies. There are a lot of positions to be filled, and all these people, it's not like they just cherry pick them and pull one person from here, pull another person from here, and they just put them there. It involves a lot of research, it involves talking to a lot of people, it involves a lot of lobbying, political lobbying, of course, and that's what takes so much long for all these appointees to be filled. Now, technically, it would take John Mahama 2 years to be able to get his government machinery running properly. 2 years. Because all his ministers will have to go through veterans, all his deputy ministers have to go through veterans, and all these things take time. And then talk of appointing the MMCs and the DCAs and the state agencies and the commissioners, all of those to be able to implement his policies. 2 years of his tenure would have been gone. Now the question is, what else can he do in 2 years? I don't think that he will be able to do more within 2 years of being in office. 2 years is too short a time to implement anything that would remotely look like changing the fortunes of the Ghanaian people. I doubt 2 years is enough to achieve this. It's nowhere enough, because if you have to implement things that would more or less change the face of the political face of the economy, especially this economy where it is so down, been destroyed by the previous party, and we need somebody who will have a long-term vision in plan or in view to be able to execute those vision to get Ghana economy back on track. And I doubt John Mahama will have the ability to do this in 2 years. Now, which means that after 2 years, a new person has to come on board to steer the affairs, the economy. Now, mind you, this is a country. This is not being governed by any structure or national development plan. This is a country that's being governed by political party manifestos, and each candidate has his own vision for the country. Even within NDC, they have their own vision. Different candidates have their own vision. Commander Dufour has his own vision. Mahama has his own vision for the country. And for me, I think that for the betterment of the country, we need someone who will go the full length of the 8 years to be able to implement their vision fully. And that's why I think that the NDC must look to a different candidate other than John Dramani Mahama. He's a very good person. He's an excellent president. But I think that the time that he has, and looking at the political climate and economic climate in Ghana, it's not the right time to put somebody who's just going to be there for a short term and then that's it and nothing happens again. Come on. We need someone with a long-term vision. So the NDC should look at it and bring somebody who can present to Ghana that this is my long-term vision from Ghana and these are the steps that I'm going to take to get us there. I think this would do them a good, favor. Some of us who are neutrals, would want to see a formidable political opponent from the NDC who can give us a clear picture of how to take us from this economic mess to a better economy. Okay, so we need to see that conversation from the NDC side. And I don't think that President Mahama is the right person to execute. As much as I think that he's a good candidate, I think that in the long term, in the long run for Ghana, is not going to be helpful. Also, for the NDC, backing John Dramani Mahama, and definitely I know that the NDC will win the next election because I think the MPP have really done not too good justice to the economy, but the NDC are more likely to win the election. The question is, why are you going to go with someone who just going to run for 4 years? And then after that, in 2028, you have to market a whole new person to the Ghanaian people when you have the opportunity to market that person now. Look, going into the 2024 election, if John Dramani Mahama is the candidate of NDC, he's going to be a target for the MPP. He has enough baggage under him from 2012 to 2016. Look, a lot of the things that were said about the MPP government today was said under John Dramani Mahama. Talk of corruption, talk of mismanagement, talk of cronyism and all of these things were said about John Dramani Mahama. So it leaves a lot of some stains of skepticism in the minds of some of us who are neutral. That look, this is the guy who was accused of being corrupt in the past between 2012 and 2016, and we still want to bring that same person back, and now here's the case that if the MPP is able to go with a new face, let's say Alan Shamaniston, into the political face, Alan does not have a lot of political exposure as to running affairs from the state level. He was indeed a trade minister, but he does not have a lot of political baggage of accusations of such as corruption here and there. So he does not sit in the mind of Ghanaians as someone who has ever been painted as a corrupt figure. Meanwhile, John Mahama has been painted because he was a president from 2012 to 2016. He has had some level of accusation against himself and his government as being corrupt. So imagine the MPP are presenting a new face. Nana Akufo-Addo is not going to run again. So Alan Chamanson has the opportunity to say that I am not corrupt, of course, and there's no evidence of him being corrupt, or no one has ever accused him of being corrupt. So he has that clarity. Why is it that the NDC has the opportunity? Because Ghanaian people are peeved and angry about the MPP right now. So you have an opportunity. Why not present a new face? a new, fresh idea that will, take away that kind of tainting. And that person also has a long-term vision. Now, that person can be marketed for 8 years and it can work, because we know the political trends in Ghana. So that is also another thing, the political baggage that Mahama holds. Now, so the next thing is that imagine after John Mahama has been elected as a president and he comes to power and he's trying to implement some economic policies that it backfires. In four years' time is a short time to salvage it, and Ghanaians will look at him and look at the NDC and say that your option you gave us was bad. And that whole play, that whole charade will play into the hands of the MPP to win power again as against the NDC. Look, I'm non-political. This is the observation I'm making, and very soon I'll make another video analyzing the MPPs and their chances also. But this is the time that I think that the NDC should go with a neutral face. I'm telling you, because that person has never ever held a political position or been in power, and that person will have the chance to sell his fresh ideas to Ghana. Will have a chance to say that, look, we are coming to redeem the economy from the hands of inflation and economic issues. You have the chance to sell to Ghanaians a good message. And if you fail to do this and go with John Mahama, who already Ghanaians have some doubt about him, and if he will end up winning, definitely, which I know he will end up winning, and he does not get the economy right on his first attempt, remember, he does not get to go again. That's when the new person comes in, and then now that's when you're going to market a whole new person, by which time NPP had marketed that person for 4 whole years, and for all the time that you are in presidency, and have the power, the resources to point out to some of the things that didn't go well. Please, I beg NDC people, I mean, if you can, choose the right candidate. And this is not, this has nothing to do with not liking John Mahama or prefer somebody, or no. It is a clear case of common sense observation. And but in Ghana, the issues in Ghana is that we don't do common sense politics. We only do sensationalism politics. That's all we do. John Mahama, he's popular, he has money. That's all that we think about. But we should think about, as a party, you should be able to stand up and make a decision that will favor the party in the long run. Trust me, Ghanaians are angry. And if John Mahama wins and he does not perform to the expectation, NDC, you might pay for it later. Anyway, so that's my analysis about it. Let me know what you think about this whole analysis. Am I wrong? Or maybe you have an idea. What do you think? Let me know. Please don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. Let me know what you think on the comment section. Until then, bye-bye.